Welcome back to Top List Drama. In this video, we'll count down our picks for the top 15 Chinese drama about rich guy and poor girl.
学了。
劳基法规定的劳工一天正常工作8个小时，你双三看从停电到现在过了多久？给我睡觉！睡！
We all love dramas with Cinderella stories, like a rich guy who falls in love with a poor girl. Even though in real life it is very difficult for us to find a story like this, at least in Chinese dramas you will see it very often. Before we dive into our other lists, make sure you click subscribe and like, to stay with us and get more content like this. Thanks. Lost Romance.
热水浇湿了他浓密的墨发，水滴下的脸孔犹如雕刻一般，五官分明，只有一个字：帅。
Zheng Xiaoen works as an editor of romance novels at a publishing company, and secretly dreams about falling in love with a CEO. When she isn't working, she spends her days daydreaming about He Tianxing, the handsome chief executive of the company that occupies the building opposite her company's offices.
Share.
劳基法规定的劳工一天正常工作8个小时，你双三看从停电到现在过了多久？给我睡觉！睡！
Boss and Me. Feng Teng is a rich heir and the president of a giant conglomerate. He has a younger sister, Feng Yu, with a very rare blood type. Therefore, he recruits Shan Shan, who shares the same blood type as Feng Yu, into the company to be a blood donor. Interesting anecdotes occur when Feng Teng intentionally tries to fatten up Shan Shan, who loves eating. As Feng Teng gets to know Shan Shan, he discovers her innocence and kind heart beyond her clumsy nature, and falls in love with her. Lucky's First Love.
我是想说，我觉得咱们可以。
哎，要不您还是先接电话吧。
A story about first love and romances from the perspective of 3 couples in the workplace. It follows an independent young woman brimming with potential who crosses paths with a black-bellied boss. The Brightest Star in the Sky.
你永远都没有资格批评我、指责我，明白吗？有你什么事儿吗？你插什么嘴？我怎么每次都……
你干嘛老气？
Star Entertainment is the top entertainment agency in China. It was set up by a couple, Cheng Tianhao and Du Wanqing, who eventually separated due to differing beliefs in managing the company. Yang Zhen is an aspiring young girl with a passion for music. She joined Starry Sky Entertainment and was assigned as Zheng Bo-shu's assistant. Bo-shu is a popular idol who is arrogant and unruly. With the help of Zhen, who helped him correct his flaws and unleash his potential, Bo-shu slowly transforms into a talented singer. In the process, Zhen also gains experience and becomes a capable idol manager.
难不成你也喜欢郑伯旭？
没有。你这个脸怎么这么多的油啊？
你怎么跟我老妈子似的，话那么多？
About As Love. A love story between the president of a company who develops a severe case of OCD that prohibits him from interacting with women and the one person that he is immune to. Sweet dreams.
所以大多数青春期的少年们都会陷入对偶像的迷恋，以缓解焦虑情绪。
A story between Ling Ling-chi and Bo Hai as they meet due to a chance encounter and accidentally spark a fairy tale romance. Ling Ling-chi, who is an employee at Bay Ma Hotel, is a kind, considerate and helpful young lady. However, her insecurities often get in the way as she is unable to do well at work and often fails to muster up the courage to do what she wants. At the same time, she is also afraid to confess her feelings to Bo Hai, who is her colleague at work. Because of you.
我们的比赛马上就要开始了，现在就请2位选手分别介绍一下各自的作品。
我设计的礼服叫做黑天鹅。
天鹅羽毛的纹理很逼真，这绣出来的羽毛跟真的似的。
Zhang Guo Guo grew up in a wonton shop and is also the food delivery girl for the town. She is loved by her neighborhood because of her enthusiastic and sincere personality. Guo Guo is very grateful for Wang Ayu for raising her, so she views Wang Ayu's biological daughter, Zhang Yuxin, as her own family. On the road to pursuing their dreams, the two girls meet brothers Li Yun Kai and Li Yun Jae, and love blossoms.
我有什么资格做一个律师去管别人？就算我不在你身边，我的心都跟你在一起，因为我绝不会允许我的女人受委屈。周木头。
Girlfriend.
难吃，换菜。
吃药了。
我要去卫生间。
还行吧。
When an extra gets hired to act like she has a crush on a CEO, the pretend romance becomes all too real. Wen Xiaonuan has been trying to make ends meet in order to support the Wangmei opera troupe. Resorting to acting gigs to earn money, she books an unusual job where she must pretend to have a crush on the handsome CEO Yi Feimo. She, then, becomes an actress in the business of CEO Yi Feimo, Anning. There she grows her career in acting and finds love.
"你也不是什么真正的护士，你必须走，
你马上就走。其实我觉得他人倒蛮好的，又可爱，你又不喜欢人家，你干嘛不介绍给我？
他是我的私人专属。
Midsummer is full of love.
我以前觉得你傲慢、任性，可现在只觉得你耀眼无比。
Luo Tianran is a fiercely independent and strong-minded young woman with a high sense of self-worth. Although she is tone-deaf, she dreams of making a splash in the music industry as a songwriter. However, due to some ill-fated interventions from a pair of her friends, she ends up having to move out of her house. Fate intervenes, and her path crosses with a pop superstar named Jin Ziyi, who comes across as something of a spoiled brat. Despite his cold exterior, he is actually secretly childlike and needy. The duo is forced to live in the same house on a temporary basis. At first, it seems they will never see eye to eye, as their personalities are so very different. However, over time, Luo Tianran gradually falls for Jin Ziyi's charms, and the feeling becomes mutual.
译协议？
不能向任何人泄露我们的契约婚姻。
哦，是我偷来的。
以后带你常来。
Loving, never forgetting.
那既然你们是亲人，为什么一定要弄得跟敌人一样仇视呢？
我跟姓向的是什么关系，对你来说一点都不重要。
She first met him when the blooming lotus flower was falling, only to have to part ways. Years later, when they reunited, Li Zhongmo had all but forgotten of Wu Tong's existence, leaving her forlorn, except the only thing he wants now from her is the guardianship to their son.
你的自由就像彩虹，短暂逗留。
Time teaches me to love.
原来这个家伙有洁癖强迫症。哇，太帅了！
我只给你3分钟，把这里都给我打扫干净。
A contract relationship begins between the stupid cute Lin Lu and the childish Shi Lianson. In order to pay for her younger brother's insurmountable medical bills, Lin Lu gets into a contract relationship with Shi Lianson, the young and domineering CEO of a company. Unknowingly, the binding contract paves the way for something more as Lin Lu repeatedly tests Lianson's limits and a romance ensues.
一切都是假的，一定是我在做梦。
也希望这个时候收手，还来得及。
My dear lady. 6 years after saying, I do, Ling Xuan finds herself filing for divorce. After dedicating years of her life solely to the care and welfare of her husband and son, Xuan is once again a free woman. There's just one problem: after being out of the workforce for 6 years, finding a job isn't easy. Eventually taking a position as the personal assistant of a young CEO by the name of Cheng Li, Xuan believes things in her life are finally starting to look up. Tormented by Cheng Li's childish attempts to cause her trouble, Xuan does her best to brush him off. But her determination to carry on, despite everything, sparks a most unexpected interest in her young boss. You are so sweet.
霸道老板怒退女大学生，30分钟刷新世界纪录。
A story that opens its doors to the Chinese dubbing industry for the first time and follows a rookie and her toxic boss. Xia Xiaoning is a newcomer in the dubbing circle where she meets Gu Chenyu. A disparity of information between the two caused a series of misunderstandings. While she was trying to gain a foothold in the workplace, by coincidence, she came to the aid of President Xie Fei.
在对任何人有心动的难处，原来我深爱着我的。
其实我，
你挡着我字幕了。
你到底知道什么秘密？
我想能用你最深情的目光注视着我。
Everyone wants to meet you.
我会守候在你身边，你就健健康康的成长。淘米水和动物内脏经过发酵之后，就变成了有机肥料。我应聘的是园艺部，是不是？
A beautiful romance follows an accomplished executive who falls for a pure and kind-hearted girl. Being the general manager of a 5-star hotel, work has always been the center of Zhang Min's universe, that is until he meets Luo Shi, the only person who could bring him out of his workaholic state. As Zhang Min and Luo Shi overcome countless obstacles to be together and even set up their own hostel together, a heartbroken Dao Lun turns his focus to business. When a powerful hotel group tries to take over the hostel, their paths cross again.
1000被投诉2次。
总经理，停车！你这个人最大的毛病不是你眼睛有问题。
Something just like this.
别扫了，你现在扫厕所有什么意义啊？
有意义。我说有意义，它就有意义。
别扫！
我告诉你，我跟你说心里话，
你这孩子怎么就是不扫？
我还没推动力，他就这么玩了。
Qian Shishi comes from a broken family. At a young age, she was sent to live in Duan Ran's home and they grew up together. However, their personalities are like heaven and earth due to their difference in status. Through sheer coincidence, Qian Shishi gets into the field of live streaming. Meanwhile, Qian Shishi throws herself into her work and unexpectedly encounters top star Zhang Ziyang, who was her old high school classmate. Duan Ran and Qian Shishi encounter repeated problems at work and also in their relationship that they must learn to overcome.
季永华，
行了，但是后来我知道，没办法，逃不掉了。
我已经遇到了，在我生命中，我愿意给对方温暖。